this is how Martin fixes the chains to the headstock when he's blown his nose, so we can lift it up. And Trevor's assisting. I'm just taking the pictures today.
You might tell them that it's minus 15 degrees.
This is where he checks to make sure they're both the same length, so it comes up straight. Keeps his finger on the link while he passes it underneath. And he puts the link on the same spot so that it's equidistant, two chains. That's it, now it starts to lift. And the bell just comes out, look. There comes the caps off the bearings, and out it comes. Clever, isn't it? Where the bell gets transferred across. Move it across from that bit. Trevor lets it off, looks in across, and he's ready to go down through the old tenor pit. And there it is, it's going right down through the frame. This has come three ways. Started out of the treble pit, up and across into the tenor pit, down through over the clock, and across and down through here. Sending down, and this is the treble clock, onto another set of tackle, and now it's on its way down. This is the tenor, it's only about 5 minutes later, and it's on the truck ready to be taken away. And the last of the bells is just about to come down. There you are. Somebody working away on those pulleys up there. Is it Martin or is it Trevor? Whoever it is, they're bringing that bell down. And that's the fourth. The last one to come down is the fourth. We rang them out of orders today. Tenor came down first, then the treble, then the second. This is it, this is the third, the final bit of its journey. Trevor must be now we're in the afternoon. We brought some of the bits and pieces down, and we've got the visitors. These are the visitors who've come to see what we're doing. These are Joss, and Ben's been up the tower. Look, can you see him shaking?
Tenor? The old wheels?
The old wheels.
And Fred?
All the bells are out. We've shifted as much of the stuff out of the tower as we can. Trevor and Martin have gone down, and this is what the frame looks like without any bells. That's the south side, that's where the tenor was. That's where the treble was. That's where the second was. And this is the bit which had the third in. There's a hole straight down the ladder. And there's where the fourth was. And that's the roof. You can still see the steel beams. There's the hatchway. There's one beam across that side. And then over here, there's another beam going across. And that's some of the tackle we use for raising and lowering the bells. We've also used it for the rope. Those are the steel beams that used to hold the old frame. There's one on that north side. There's the next bell going on to the trolley. So we'll get them one at a time on the trolley. Which one's this, Trevor? Which bell is it, do you think?
I think that's the third.
Third. That was the last one down. Yeah. No, that was the fourth, the last one down, wasn't it? There it goes. All the way around the corner. Coming round the back.
Oh, he's there again.
He's here again. Carry on, you're all right.
No,
I'll have it on television. No. Don't you want it?
Nothing to do with the job.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter.
about half something, don't you?
It's all part of it.
Yeah, you said about a cup of tea, it's really weird.
Said if he'd known he was going to be on camera, he'd have had a shave.
Yeah, we can have that. Mind your head.
That's going to be the last one. Headstock's off, one of which we've got to keep, going to English Heritage, and all the rest we're going to give to North Staff for their mobile ring. Right, here are the bells, they're on the lorry. We've just taken all the headstocks off. There's Martin and Trevor loading them onto the truck. Right now, it's Tuesday of the second week, and it's about 11:45 in the morning, and we've raised the frame up about halfway off the floor. There's the floorboards, what's left of them. Now this is Martin and Trevor winding up the gear, and you can see the frame going up. Have to lift one side and then the other, because there's only 3 of us, not 4. And Martin comes over here very carefully, and then I give him a hand, and we lift this other side up. Right, now they've gone over to the other side. There was the north side we saw before, now they're raising up the south side. You see the frame gradually going up. Up and up and up it goes. I'm sat in the southwest corner of the tower, where the bell frame used to sit. And there's the bell frame, it's been hoisted right up. That's one of the bolts that's going to hold it, well, temporarily. And we've just finished getting the steelwork up on the frame up on the temporary steelwork. There you are, it's clamped in that corner. It's clamped in that corner. It's clamped here immediately above me and there. All those are clamped, and there's the frame. All ready to start tomorrow getting the permanent steelwork up. Right, now it's Tuesday. It's the 28th of February. It's nearly 2:30 in the afternoon. That's Trevor, he's just starting to undo the temporary steelwork. There's the frame up in the roof. The temporary steelwork at that end holding it. That's the first of the foundation timbers, the one at the west end of the tower, which we've just slung over the top of that, which will be the permanent steel beam when it's up, and then lashed that end onto the frame. There's Trevor fetching up the rods that are going to hold. Thursday the 6th of June. I just thought we'd take this picture of the tower and the scaffolding up against it. On the roof. Right, it's Wednesday, 24th of June. It's about 9:30. The scaffolders have just arrived, they're outside getting the stuff ready. And these are the bells set up in the bottom of the tower. So there's the new treble with its cannon retaining headstock. There's the old treble, which is the new second. There's the new third, which is the old second, which is the one that's been welded. And then here's the steel work. And these are the wheels stood inside the pews. I don't know which is which. Fortunately there are 6 of them, which is what we need. There's some steel work called trimmers, which go across between the main girders. And these are all the bits and pieces. Pulley blocks. Cross members. This here, the red ones, the clock hammer. pulley blocks and slider, and a clapper. Right, it's Wednesday the 24th. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is the last of the base beams to go up. We've taken up 2 foundation beams, which are a bit bigger than these, and there are 3 base beams. This is the 3rd base beam, the one that goes at the west end of the tower and runs north-south. Trevor's up the top, letting down the tackle, and Martin's just about to connect it. Right, it's now connected with a D-shackle and just a loop round, and Trevor's starting to take up the slack. There it goes, starts to lift up. Have to make sure that the lowest end of the beam as it goes up is the end that goes into the deepest cut into the wall, so that you can then drop the other end in. Right, I'm in the cloth room, looking down through the hatch. You should see Trevor. There he is, working away. Hard work, that is. And here's the girder coming through the hatch. There's cover behind it. And there it is, making its way up to the... Here we are, I'm up at the next level, where the frame will eventually be. There's another beam. There's a base beam. And there's the central... No, that's the foundation beam, sorry, that's the one there. Now they're trying to manoeuvre it into position. You see that end has to go into that hole there, and they've got to let it down so they can get the other end, which at the moment up there, right up under the old frame. It's got to come right down and go into that pocket there on the right. That's what they're about. Martin will gradually let it down and get it into position. Right, now it's 3:15, and there we are. We've got the west end base beam in position. Well, it actually got to be turned round so that it's the other way round. Right, now Trevor and Martin are going to manoeuvre it into position. So turn it round and line up the holes, and we'll be able to put the bolts in. Right, now so we've got the 2 foundation beams in and the 3 base beams in. Got to be fitted together and bolted up. You can see the new frame gradually taking shape. You can see the foundation beams going across. That's one going across. Phil's got his feet on it, and then these are the base beams. 1, 2, 3. And then those bits lying on the sides are called trimmers. A couple, 3 there, and 2 more on that chain hanging up. And you can see that we're getting on. And that there is the foundation beam, and then these 2 across the 2 of the base beams, and then these are the trimmers fitted in place. 1, 2, that one's slightly out of position because that's not fastened in yet to make space to get the bells through. That's another one. So each of those is a pit for a bell. And those are the last 3 frame sides, which are we've got to go up the tower. They put 3 in position. Put it onto the piano trolley. Move it into position in the tower, and I'll start hoisting it up. Right, this is the frame side being lifted up. Martin making sure the chains are all in position. Coming up through the hatch in the cloth room floor. The next level through the scaffolding past the cloth and through that hatch. Right, here I am now up at the upper level through the scaffolding, and this is the frame side, the same one you've seen coming up, coming through the where we move the scaffolding planks aside, and it's going to come up here and be put into the position in the frame. See the Two other frame sides. Actually been put in position there. We did that this morning. Here's Martin and Trevor. Alright, Martin and Trevor are now going to